Shining Fates is giving us VMAX evolutions for old Pokemon V, including Dhelmise, Crobat, and the focus of today's video, Cramorant VMAX. With Max Jet, it requires 3 energy to attack, but you flip a coin for each energy attached to Cramorant, and it does 80 damage for each heads. There's no cap on it, so you can theoretically do 800 damage if you want, but realistically you only ever need to hit 5 heads maximum, with 4 a good number against VMAXs and 3 good against every 2-prizer. There's a few ways to play the deck with energy acceleration, but I went with the tried and true Welder Volcanion engine and basically just adapted a Centiskorch VMAX deck, throwing in Glimwood Tangle to help with coin flips, Marshadow to help with the stadium battle, and then triple acceleration energy because Cramorant VMAX is an evolution, so this just lets you power up Max Jet right away. You can use Welder so you can get 5 energy on this thing in 1 turn, and that's really powerful. Regardless of how these matches go today with this list, it's just my first draft, Cramorant VMAX is good, and with the right fine-tuning will be good until rotation in August when Welder and triple acceleration energy rotate. And if you're wondering why I play the Memory Capsule, let's see if I can pull it up here. The Memory Capsule just lets you use the attacks of any of its previous evolutions. So that just lets you use Spit Shot, and with Spit Shot you already discard all energy from this Pokemon to use it. Just lets you snipe the bench for 160. Triple acceleration energy you have to discard anyway, so there's definitely some synergy there. And that just lets you knock out a Dedenne, or if you failed on coin flips. I played 2 matches earlier today. I flipped 11 coins, 2 of them were heads, 9 of them were tails. So if you fail to get knockouts, you can Snipe Shot for extra damage to the bench. I'm still not sure if I'm sold on Memory Capsule. I don't know if Big Charm is better, but we're going to try this list and we'll see what happens. I lost the coin flip, but my opponent decided to go first, and this is, what more could you ask for from a starting hand with this deck? You got the Jirachi to get you something, you got to switch into a Volcanion, you got a Cramorant. This is exactly how you draw it up, and since I don't have to worry about a turn 1 Marnie, I may as well just hold the hand, so this way they don't just go directly into a coding energy if they have it, and I can just win this turn. I played a couple test games, and I faced off against Zacian decks, and I did win, so I think okay, so I want to go for Reshizard. That's definitely what I want to do first, so I think I just get rid of Cramorant, see if Reshizard's in the deck. It is. So this is why it's in the deck. So you can donk your opponent with a Double Blaze. You want to have a GX attacker in this deck. You want to be able to use a GX attack. I think I just go for it. I just need 1 fire energy off this and it's a quick win. Okay, well, we're going to start digging then. Let's get a quick ball. Okay, that's a Welder. That's not what I want. I think I honestly just go get Dedenne. And I'll just switch into... Go get Dedenne, switch into Reshizard, and just hope I get a fire energy. This is just why you play Reshizard. You need a GX attacker. You need somebody to just show up, take a quick knockout. There's a Hearth. So I know the first game was kind of boring, but it kind of backs up the theory of why you put Reshizard. You want a GX attacker. You want to just have a quick donk on your opponent. There's so many Zacian decks. This is like the 3rd time I've played a Zacian deck. So let's go to game 2. So my opponent chose to go first again. This is pretty much what you want. I just wish I had a Welder. I might Pokecom the Dedenne for a Crobat, or I might just get rid of the hand. I might throw the Hearth down, switch into Volcanion, maybe hope I get a quick ball off the Jirachi, but I don't think it's worth it to try and get something that might not happen. I think I just Volcanion, switch into Volcanion, attach, put the Hearth down, and then, yeah, they didn't have a good first turn. That's a rough top deck right there. Okay, so I just do that, switch. Oh, whoops, that was a mistake. I was thinking about too many things. So I'll just Dedenne. I should have used the Jirachi first. That's just a misplay on my part, but hey, not punished. And I think I'll hold on to the Dubwool. I have the Switch. I have the Cramorant VMAX. So this is going to be a pretty fun turn coming up as long as they don't Marnie me. But if you've ever watched me play Eternatus before, they always Marnie. It's just what happens. And to talk about the GX, the other option is Heatran Gx. That one, I like Heatran because you put 3 fire energy on it and it can one-shot a... Oh, that's not fun. You put 3 energy on a Heatran and with Steaming Stomp... Yeah, Steaming Stomper does 130, so you hit the Zacian, you hit the Zamazenta for weakness, you can one-shot them. The reason I don't like that as much as Reshiram is Reshiram can do the 200 turn 1, so you can knock out a Dedenne, you can knock out a Cramorant V, you can knock out a Crobat, and then you can obviously knock out Zamazenta and Zacian, and there's the Marnie. Exactly like I said, I always get Marnied. And obviously the big weakness with this deck, with Cramorant, is that lightning weakness, so against Pikarom doesn't like facing off against high HP Pokemon because they have to 2-shot it or they have to tandem shock, they have to do some crazy things. This hand is not great. I will be able to shuffle my deck and hopefully get that VMAX back. I can Quick Ball for a Crobat, so I can do some things. I think I'll Hearth away the Volcanion, Welder to the Cramorant. Oh, please attach to yourself. Please attach to yourself. Aw, no fun. Okay, well, they can't one-shot my Cramorant, and here we go. We're going to start swinging. Okay, so Cramorant VMAX comes down. Hearth away the Volcanion. Get 2. And then I'll Welder 2 to the VMAX. The Scoop Up Net. That is good. It's not great. I do think I go for the Crobat, though. Because if I... Do I have the Fire Crystal? I did leave a Fire Crystal in here, I think. Maybe it's prized. I can't remember. I did switch around the list a little bit. So Victini, I don't think Victini's ever going to do anything this game. That being said, if they hit all their Crushing Hammers, then that might be a good idea. I think I just get a Jirachi and get rid of it. I think I just go for the guarantee right now. Pull that up, and then, yeah, I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to Dedenne the hand away, and then just hope I get not that. Okay, so I could go for a Crobat. That is the option. I could go for a Crobat and hope for a triple acceleration energy, but I think that is a bad idea. I think I will just get rid of the boss's orders, go get a Cramorant V. And so because they don't play Dedenne, Spit Shot is kind of useless. And right now we're just hoping for coin flip. So I need 3 heads. Okay, well, we gotta flip again. Yes, let's flip again. Nope, that's... Oh, yep, okay, here we go. Oh. Well, this is why it's not going to be as good as Centiskorch VMAX. So it's basically a Centiskorch deck, but you have to rely on coin flips. I think just the consistency of Centiskorch is better. You know, like I said, I flipped 11 coins in my first 2 games. 9 of them were tails. I went 2 for 3. Even with Glimwood Tangle, I could still only do 160 damage. I couldn't even knock out a V. If a Centiskorch VMAX has 5 energy on it, how much are you doing? It's 40 plus, right? So you're doing 40, 80, 20, 60. I think you're knocking out. I'm not going to do the math. I'm not great at math. Oh, that's fun. So what is their plan? They're going to knock out Dedenne? Oh, they're stalling. Okay. Yeah, they're going to hit their Crushing Hammer. So I'm in a good spot because they're not really doing a whole lot. I'm in an okay spot. Did I get rid of the Memory Capsule? No, that was the previous game. Okay. So I don't have a switch. I do have Cramorant VMAX. This is tough. What's my Muller situation? I guess I just go for a Crobat and hope I get something. Okay. And again, the way the math works out is that Max Jet is just not going to do it for me against Crobat. I have to flip 3 again. Okay, so... No, I don't. This could get real ugly real fast. Alright, let's do it. 3 heads. 1. Nope. Yep. Okay. No, I do not want to flip again. I think that's the first time I've ever taken a knockout with Cramorant VMAX, and that's kind of sad. But I just think the consistency of Centiskorch, and Centiskorch accelerates from the discard pile, so Crushing Hammer isn't as much of a big deal. Yes, Cramorant VMAX has a much higher ceiling, but again, Centiskorch VMAX, it's consistency. you know, Cramorant is fun. I mean, the art on this is amazing. Cramorant's just an amazing Pokemon. Max Jet, it's really cool, but you have that lightning weakness. You know, lightning type is tier 1. Water, there's no tier 1 water deck that you're going to really be facing, even though Frostmoth is amazing. You're just not going to be facing as many water decks as you are Pikarom decks. Does that even... That makes a difference, right? 81, 62, 40, 320... Oh, no, so it doesn't even make a difference. It just... Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. So that's fine. I just need to flip all heads, and I'll be fine. Alternatively, I do have, one boss's orders left. I ditched one. Great Catcher isn't going to help me. So I can scoop up the Jirachi, put the Eldegoss down, bosses this Eternatus, and then... and then they just have to attack with this one. What's their energy situation? Okay, so that's fine. And that Yveltal's never going to do anything. Derail, discard a special energy from your opponent's active. That doesn't matter. Triple acceleration energy discards itself. Big Charms. Okay, that's still annoying. Good. Okay, so I played 10 energy. I got 3 in the discard, 5 on the Cramorant. You know, I think it makes sense to just try and knock out this Eternatus. So if it's tough because they can't knock me out. We all know that they're maxing out at 270. They don't have any poison shenanigans. So they're going to do 270. They're not knocking me out. It's just, what do? I can't go in with Reshiram because they can do 270, so that's a one-shot. So I have to attack with... I can either do a 2-prizer. You know, I could go up with Cramorant. That doesn't seem like a good idea. If I had a Fire Crystal, that would be good. I think I'm just in a position where I don't really have a whole lot that I can do, and this is where Sandy Scorch I think would be better. So I think right now I'll just Quick Ball, Reshiram Charizard. So I have a Crobat. I have no fire energy. That is tough. So this is just going to be kind of a spray and pray situation here. So we got the Crobat. I can really do nothing. I can bosses that and just hope. Or I can just try and knock this out, but then they have a knockout on me the following turn. This is conundrum. Okay, well, I think I just get the Crobat. I will scoop up the Jirachi. I'll bring it back up. I think... Okay, so what do? Do I knock out this Eternatus V, take 2 prizes, hope I get Fire Crystal, and then I have a potential game winner on that Eternatus? Or on the Crobat? You know what? Let's be risky. Let's risk it. I'll get the bosses. I'll knock this thing out and watch me get 5 heads, and that'd be 400 damage. Watch me get 5 heads right here, but I think I'm going to want the safe play. Oh, don't. Oh, don't. Oh, come on. So would that have been a knockout? That would have been 320. Would not have been a knockout, so that was close. Give me a Fire Crystal. That's Fire Energy. I need a Fire Crystal. No. Okay, well, I can still win. I just need to get my triple. So I'm actually hoping that they Marnie me into triple acceleration energy and bosses. That's kind of hilarious. And let's see. So one of the reasons why I didn't, save up for a spit shot at the end is that the Eternatus V had 160. If they evolve it into Eternatus VMAX, that gets to 340, and then a spit shot's completely useless. You can't use Memory Capsule and Telescopic Sight on the same Pokemon, so that wouldn't have worked. So that's the reason I wanted to get the Eternatus V, is I was really hoping for the Fire Crystal. You can't trust coin flips. And that's the unfortunate thing. But what I could do, if I had my Fire Crystal, is Dubwool V would be really good right here, but I don't have a Dubwool V. And there's the Marnie. Okay. Marnie me into triple acceleration energy and bosses orders, and then flip 3 heads. Oh, Oh no, here we go. Okay, I'm going for it. I don't care if I lose this game. This is the fun of coin flip decks, is that you just get to a point where you either have it or you don't. I'm guessing I won't have it, but I will have 2 chances. I will have 2 chances to attack. Actually, I think I might go for this Eternatus V, because it has a 2 retreat cost. But I mean, they're gonna have a switch or something, right? They're down 3 switches. So honestly, I think I go for the Eternatus V, because the way the math works, it doesn't matter, because I have to flip 3 heads anyway to knock out a Crobat V. So that'd be 160 if I hit 2. I mean, yes, they could evolve it, but it's still the same thing. I think got the Eldegoss down. This is so tough. I think you got to risk it sometimes. Sometimes you just got to risk it. Sometimes you just got to go for it. 3 heads. Well, I'm flipping again. Okay, let's 3 heads. Nope. Oh wow. Okay, that did not go how I planned. The good news is, if they don't have a switch, they're kind of just not doing anything this turn. The bad news is that I have nothing going on either. And is my memory capsule... That's not down. I don't think I have any draw Pokemon left, so I think my last 2 prizes are Crobat and Fire Crystal. And those are 2 cards that would basically just win me the game. So that's, that's how your prizes can mess you up. And let's see, did I write anything interesting down? Oh yeah. So Weakness Guard Energy, you could play that in the deck to help against Pikarom, but Pikarom already plays Crushing Hammer. And if for some reason Cramorant gets really good and Weakness Guard Energy is such a problem for Pikarom, then Pikarom would just start playing Giratina. So Weakness Guard Energy, it's nice to think about, and I'm sure it'll win some games if you do play it. But over the course of 100 games against Pikarom, they would hit their Crushing Hammers and it'd be so tough. So I think Weakness Guard Energy, it's not as important as Triple Acceleration Energy, even though you just saw me fail, and Glimwood Tangle has literally done nothing for me this game. I went 2 for 3 and then 2 for 3 on the reflip, and then I went 4 and 1, and I stuck with that, and then I went 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So Glimwood Tangle is kind of useless. I'd rather have, a Giant Hearth or the Stadium that lets you Training Court, that lets you get back energy. And again, Senti-Scorch VMAX has that built-in energy acceleration from the discard. So this video is kind of just turning into a... Cramorant VMAX is going to be fun. Oh, that's totally fine with me. Just keep on stalling. I had nothing going on. There's the memory capsule. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I mean, if we get into a position where we're in a deck out scenario, you have 8 cards left. I have 17. Your energy, you have 3 in the discard. 4, 5, 6, 7. They do have a switch somewhere. They're down 4 Quick Ball. I mean, they have a full bench. There's the energy. I mean, if I just had the Fire Crystal would be a game-winning card right now. There's a Marnie. Okay, that's totally fine. But I think Cramorant... let's see, what did I write down? Yeah, an Aurora Energy build. I think Aurora Energy and Rhyperior is something to try with Cramorant. Or you just go hard with Reshiram at the start and then Dubwool at the end of the game against Pikarom. So against Pikarom, you definitely have some options. Just start with Reshiram, do 200 damage, go into Dubwool, deal whatever damage you can. And then, if you need to take a big knockout, go with Cramorant. Okay, well, I do have an energy... I had a memory capsule on that previous hand, didn't I? Should have put that down. Okay, so 270 switch. I could get an energy that... Does that really matter? Yes, because... Oh man, I only play 1 Glimwood Tangle. This is so rough. I have the 1 energy. I have a triple. I do have a Boss's Orders left in my deck. If I get the memory capsule off this, I can beat... Nope, I can beat Catch, but that's not going to happen. I think... Do I just switch into Jirachi? That doesn't really help me out. I can't really attack with anybody. Actually, I think what I do is I just go for the triple, because I'll Pokecom the Jirachi back in, and I can just win on this turn. Yeah, if I get the triple, then it's all good. So I just go for the win this turn, because they have Eternatus. And I don't have a Glimwood, so here we go. 2 heads, and that's game. Oh, come on. That is just so mean. 4-0, but that's the fun of coin flips, and so I don't have Fire Crystal. I took it out. Seriously? That seems like a really bad idea. Where's the Fire? So I did take Fire Crystal. I think maybe I took it out to make room for the Memory Capsule. No, I took it out to make room for Great Catcher. And I think that was just to help with, the Heatran matchup, Lucario Metal, stuff like that. I don't know. I would have rather had Fire Crystal, just the safety of it, but Great Catcher just sort of helps. Maybe cut down to 2 Volcanion, because it's a tough choice. The list is not perfect. It definitely needs some testing. I think a Fire Crystal is something that would be really important. Maybe go down to 9 Fire Energy and add a Fire Crystal, but I can't see their deck list, so I think Fire Crystal is good. Marshadow, I think you need Marshadow just because Chaotic Smell is just everywhere. So let's go to the final game and see if Cramorant VMAX can be consistent. And for the final game, I am going first. So I think it makes sense to put the Cramorant up front because I have the Pokecom to play with. So I think what I'm going to do is just hope that they don't have it. And if I need to eject, okay, this is Danger City. I'm playing the Heatran to throw people off. So what I need to do here is I need to switch into somebody. I think the play here is I go with Reshiram and then Dubwool. I don't have the right starting hand for it though. That is the problem. I do not have a good starting hand. I need to draw some cards. What am I... The triple is kind of useless. I don't have the energy. I think I just have to Dedenne the hand, unfortunately. And I can't really attach the energy. This is tough because, I can put that there. That's fine. I don't really want to attach. So if I do 3... I will attach. I can't Welder this turn anyway, so I think I just do that. Okay, so there's Cramorant VMAX. I don't want to put that down, so I will Quick Ball that away. I will go and get Reshiram, so that is what I'm doing next turn. I could get Jirachi, but I think the game plan with this is you go Reshiram, let that get knocked out, then you go into... do I want them to hit into it? I don't think they're going to be able to hit into it. I think they're just going to use Electrify, so I will switch because if I leave the Cramorant up there, it's actually not a big deal. But again, they could Marnie me. And then, you know what? It's a Cramorant VMAX deck. Let's just let it ride. And I forgot to mention... Oh, well, yeah, I forgot about Crushing Hammer. Since my last video, which I think was which was the 750 pack opening, I've hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who subscribed. My channel has finally been monetized, and hey, there's that thing. Okay, so my options here, I can double blaze. I think I'm just gonna get the hand down as low as I can. Hopefully I get 2 energy or an energy and a... Boom. There you go. This is exactly how it's supposed to work. And now they are not in a good position because if they put damage on my Reshiram, I'm just going to hit them back. Yeah, definitely putting the Jirachi down. So this is the game plan against Heatran. Obviously they're not having a great start, so that definitely helps. And Victini's also really good because 30 damage for each energy attached to both active. So if they full blitz, and then if they full blitz, they're putting themselves not in a great position because I can just Victini. They would have 6, and that'd be 9, and that'd be 270. I would need a Welder. I don't have a Welder, but if they full blitz, that's bad. I assume they'd put the energy on the back, but if they're feeling spicy, okay. I was like, they could have gone to the front one because I can't knock it out. I don't play the Zigzagoon. So yeah, I think I just put the... Do I just put the energy on the Victini? Because they can't knock it out unless they do Tag Bolt. They would need 2 energy switches. Oh, this is tough. I'm not gonna go for a Flare Strike, I'll just go for an Outrage. Because that would be 180 and that's totally fine. I think, I wish this was a double, it's not. I think I just attach to the Victini. This hand is not wonderful. And then I just have to hope that they don't have attachment, energy switch, bosses on the Victini. If they do that, then, I can still win. I just need a good top deck. Because if they put all their energy into play on this one Pikarom, and they knock out these 2, okay, that's fine. I still need a Welder. Okay. So that is fine. They're building up that one. Alright, so now things are kind of horrible. I don't think I can win. I would need to knock out the back one. Okay, so the Pikarom matchup is not fun. Well, there's a Great Catcher, but I need the Welder for sure. Yeah, so this has to be a pretty darn good Welder here. So put the 2 there. There's the Great Catcher. There's this. So that is amazing. This is hilarious. I still don't want to evolve because that's a game-losing scenario. So I will get rid of the Cramorant and the, I guess, Jirachi, because we don't know how this is going to end up. I will scoop up the Jirachi. So this is exactly how I expected the match to go. This is why you play the Victini, is because they'll obviously try and build up a Pikarom, but they play Reset Stamp, so that's why I kept the Quick Ball, because I still have a Crobat and a Dedenne, and I have, switches and Scoop Up Nets. So this is exactly what you put the Victini in for, is, they might try and build up a Pikarom, but they still haven't played Tapu Koko. So, they're just a Tapu Koko and an attachment away, but did they have 7? So they have 11 energy accounted for. If they play 7 basic, they probably play... Yeah, they're going for Tapu Koko. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can win this. So while I'm contemplating that, yeah, so I've hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for that. I will do my 1,000 pack opening in April after I do all of the Battle Styles decks. And yeah, this is Tapu Koko and that's game. Right? Yeah, there's Tapu Koko, so that's a well played. If they didn't have Tapu Koko, or they were just an energy short, I would have won. So it was a close game. They got Tag Bolt for game. Everything worked out exactly as I expected, except for this ending. It would have been nice if I had, a double play or something, or if they just hadn't attached all that energy perfectly. But I think that is the problem. You are going to always struggle against Pikarom because you have that lightning weakness. Centiskorch VMAX does not have a lightning weakness. It has a water weakness. There aren't a ton of water decks out there. So I think Centiskorch is still better. Cramorant VMAX is fun, but why would you play Cramorant VMAX when it's essentially Centiskorch VMAX, but Centiskorch VMAX is more consistent? Either way, this is probably the best new attacking card from Shining Fates. Give it a try. Obviously, prices are inflated right now at launch, but it still can definitely be fun. If you're tired of Centiskorch and you might want to try something that relies on coin flips, go for Cramorant. It's basically just Blissey, but it has 320 hit points. Thank you for watching. I don't know when the next video will be. I think I'll wait until some of the online tournaments are done with Shiny Fates, because there's definitely some cards, like Rusted Sword from Shiny Fates can change some things. There's a few other cards that could have a bit of an impact on the metagame, so I'll see what happens, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.